Hey YouTube, hey Twitch. As the title entails, we have to talk about CPE. Oh, okay. CPE fucked up. And in many ways, okay. Okay, she lives in the UK, so they may actually have to go through an actual system to actually prove something. Here they don't, here in the States. Um, Here in the States, it's kind of fucked when someone makes a false rape allegation, they can get away with it. So, um, and they're half the time there isn't even like they don't even do any investigation on it. So it's just based off he say she says she says it happened, so it happened. It's never any evidence of anything. So we're gonna have a serious fucking discussion because CPE obviously for some odd ass reason is well, I hate to say it, she says she doesn't want to feed into the PSG, but what she made yesterday or 17 hours ago, so that's last night for me, whatever it is. No, it was this. So she made this video, and she doesn't realize by saying what she said, she was literally feeding this lie that the PSG has been pushing for a very long time. And so, because of this, I am not okay with people believing false rape allegations and pushing false rape allegations. Because if you're going to push those false allegations, you don't realize the kind of damage that even a false rape allegation can do. Okay, you got to remember, a false rape allegation can go as far as to destroy someone's life. It can literally, what you're trying to push, this false rape allegation, it can destroy someone's life and literally make it so they can't get a job anywhere. They are pretty much fucked, okay, by the system. You don't have any say on how you live your life anymore because, well, you don't get access to most jobs anymore. So when you make false allegations, it's a serious damage that can be done because of it. Why do you think she never went more than the domestic abuse? The domestic. Why do you think the judge only gave her domestic? Because they knew that what she was saying was rockety rook. Okay, so I was never actually charged with anything, and that's the other thing that people keep brushing over. Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to go to CPE because CPE seems to think that she, for some reason, thinks that false allegations are an okay thing. So we're going to go, even though I've already watched it, I will watch it again with you guys because, well, we call out the fucking hypocrisies. I call it the bullshit, and I hold people accountable for their actions. You fuck up, and you will earn it, and you will literally take the fall for it. I'm not going to take the fall for your fuck up. Okay. Okay, so it was 17 hours ago. She makes this video.
Well, I had to leave.
Okay. And I know part of this has to do with me because it has to do with the false allegation that keeps getting pushed across the PSG and this falsehoods that just keeps getting pushed. Even she offered my ex to come on stream and talk to somebody who actually knows this kind of stuff, supposedly. Or yeah, that's what happened, and she never came on. CPE, that should be a tall sign right there. She's not willing to actually talk to someone who knows what they're actually talking about. That tells you that she's just doing it for fucking attention. But hey, you think she's not, so we're gonna have a discussion about
it. Okay. I've heard that I'm being accused of supporting allegations and things like that. You're trying to drag me into things. That I'm being accused of supporting allegations and things like that. You're trying to drag me into things which I have said are below me. It's not my line. I'm not doing it. I'm not one of you guys in the sense of sitting on Dean's knee and dancing around. It's not me. I just don't do it. I've said my piece. I've said I don't support anybody in this. I would support the lady involved if she wanted support. I'm here. Hello, I'm here. You can contact me. We can. I've got a friend who's been counselling and all that stuff. I'm not worried. That's what we wanted it to be. If we wanted to be. So that had already gone on the table ages ago, right? Mm-hmm. So here we are.
I never said CPE was giving me any ounce of support because she actually hasn't when it comes down to it. So when he was saying that the other day, I was like, okay, well, I've given her more support than she's given me. And that's why we pulled the last bit of support that we have for her. But that was because of what she stated in this fucking video.
So my question is, the timing of this. I think I'm going to be around last night, also I'm not going to mention your name, that the other lady in the situation happened to be around that night. And I would have definitely discussed, I really, really want to talk to her, just not about specifically that as the actual opening gambit, or she it's something that she felt strongly about. However, when I gave her my answer, which is I'm not dancing to this tune, and it's not dinner party conversation. It's just not what I'm about. Either way, I've never been about dancing around in because I'm really old, really dramatic stuff. Like drawing up, we just draw it just for a laugh, and that's what all you guys are doing. And it's on both sides. I'm not supporting one person or another. You are literally.
She says it's on both sides. Right now, I'm just trying to get these allegations out of the way. I have to do a lot of fucking damage control over false rape allegations. False. Okay? So I'm right now still dealing with damage control. Now, I've already done that damage control. Now I'm good to go. I've buried the fucking the lies, and what's the point to keep going forward? I've literally exposed my ex for being a liar. Next thing I'm going to do is I am very close to doing it, which I really don't want to, but I'm very close to bringing on some family members who had to literally watch her get verbally abusive to me multiple fucking times and act the way that I've exactly stated that she does do. That means I have to go through a fucking traumatic experience to get this fucking thing fucking dealt with.
Making a situation worse. It's really deep stuff. And people like reaching out for help in the way that they can find. And you guys have kind of got a responsibility as people who can see outside of it to just not make it to the surface for those people. I know with personal choice and things like that, and people are grown adults. But you see, that's just a place that I'm just not getting involved with influencing in either way. You see, I just don't want to mess around with people to that level of like destroying them and stuff, that's just not my personal choice. So you can join on there for whatever reason you want to shut whatever on me, because I'm not going to stand there shouting about something, about a situation just for like or some fun or whatever it is, just to meet someone on either side. And that goes for you, Dee, because you went through the other one under the bus. So grandmas, I did say as well on this, but I'm not throwing either side under the bus. I'm just like, what I will say is that, as I've said, and what I said last night, when Hyatt went back to Dean and Lewis for more bullying of his own choice, that's when I just was like, see you later. Right? So that.
She did do this.
And I'm not being part of that. I'm not even being part of anything because, I have my own shit to deal with. Which is, see, when you brought it to me yesterday, I was like, oh, I kind of appreciated it, and I was kind of like, oh, it's like this potential drama being laid at my feet. I was like, cheers, Steve. Do you know what anybody doing? But I was like, thinking about it, and I was just like, I was like, well, so what should you do under these circumstances with the criteria in this place? What should I do? So I should start someone for a makeup video, uh, maybe make a song, maybe do something. And I was just like, but I just behind it. And I didn't go into the distasteful to me part of going so far and going so low as to have to restart and hop on that. And for the lady who I spoke to this morning in question, it just says a lot about a person if that's what the opening gambit is. It's just hiding behind. I know that you can argue that that was a thing that was strongly something that you wanted to bring up, but still, it's just literally the first thing. And also, if you felt so, you could give it a little bit more credit than just, it's hard. It's just obviously there's something that's going to be in your body, and you're just like, I've just got to get it out there, but you were obviously either half asleep or half cut, and you were repeating yourself and shouting your name over me, and just doing a deed shouting me down. So fair enough. That kind of proves to me again that you might not be open to the most discussion on the subject, which then gives me questions as to what your motives are when dealing with something which is potentially so traumatic for two people, one of whom isn't really involved in any of this. I think maybe she has obviously shown her own choice in that by reaching out to Dean, but at the same time, we're talking vulnerable people and people who are in trauma, and so opening it with that, it's just not my scene. It's just not my thing at all. It just makes me question your motives, especially when you waited until you knew I was leaving. I was on my last goodbye to the church. So you say goodbye, and then you say goodbye, and then you do your last goodbye, and I was on that goodbye when we turned up. So it really was a case of you're not really giving it much space. If you do want to discuss it. Now I am open to discussing to some level with you. But like I say, that was what I thought obviously. Because I was just like, if that manufactured to and fro, especially over something so deep, and not something that I really want to touch, which is obviously why I didn't get fun. Yeah, I had a little break.
And I give you credit for that. As long as you do not keep pushing it, we're not going to have an issue because I'm not going to deal with someone who pushes a false allegation. It just ain't going to happen. The fact that you were even contemplating the idea gets you pulled from my support team, from my support. And so going forward, you're not going to see anything related to CPE in my channel. It's not even worth the fucking time. It's not worth the energy. I just want to move on from this whole fucking situation with my ex as soon as fucking possible. It is creating a lot of trauma within me. It's dealing with a lot of depression, a lot of stress, and a lot of memories that I really wanted to forget about, to move on from. I'm literally probably going to have to be forced into making another fucking video about that toxic relationship because I have to fucking bury this whole fucking thing. Now, the problem is, right now I'm dealing with people that supposedly have my back now taking side of
when it's, and again, even if it's something that so strongly, it would still be something that I was like, there's no interest in me because my interest is psychology, and that's not psychology for me. It might be for you because you're trying to push a thing where I'm supposedly the spokeswoman for all women in this place, and supposedly, and if there's to take this on, I'm supposed to then take on whatever you guys want to paint onto me as some sort of figurehead for whatever it is, instead of reporting assault on somebody. That's something.
Again, see there. See,